There comes a moment in every awakening where you stop negotiating with the version of you that made peace with pain. A moment where the old timelines don't just fade, they crack. Today, we speak about that moment of fracture, the severing, the choosing, the remembering. Eryndor, when a soul finally cuts the cord to a timeline that was draining them, what truly happens on the level we can't see?
A dying timeline looks like memory, but it behaves like a parasite. It tries to cling. It echoes through your emotions. It sends you the same faces, the same tests, the same temptations. Not because you failed, but because you're leaving. When you sever a timeline, Jade, reality rearranges itself at the root. People fall away. Opportunities dissolve. Truth surfaces. The false cannot keep its shape in the presence of a rising being.
So the chaos that hits right before a breakthrough, that's not punishment, that's collapse.
Collapse is a sacred thing. It shows you where the architecture was built by fear instead of choice, where you were living by inertia instead of intention. Collapse is the universe saying, not this, not anymore.
Intimate, no nonsense. When you sever a timeline, your aura snaps back into alignment. Fragments return. Energy you gave away without meaning to comes home. You feel lighter, but you also feel everything that was numbed. That's why the moment of severing feels both liberating and terrifying. It's rebirth without anesthesia. Then why do the old timelines try so hard to pull us back in? Why do people return right when we finally break free?
Because timeline collapse creates a vacuum, and vacuums try to fill themselves. Old patterns rush back because they sense their expiration. They want one last feeding. This is where sovereignty is forged, not in peace, but in the moment you refuse the invitation to step back into the cage.
So episode 12 is the moment we choose the new path, even when the old one screams for us.
Choice is the sword. Awareness is the hand that holds it. Will is the flame that guides its arc. Cut the timeline, close the loop, step forward. The next chapter cannot begin while your energy is still financing the old one. If you feel the pull of an old timeline, remember this. You are not returning, you are rising. And the moment you choose differently, the universe reorganizes itself around the new you. This is the severing. This is episode 12. And from here, the path sharpens. In episode 13, we step into the architecture of new timelines, how they form, how they stabilize, and how your frequency becomes the blueprint of the reality that follows.